everyone in the collective. Hopefully, I found y'all in good high vibrational energy. We are back for a lot. The live, I don't know if that'll still be in order. It like maybe move towards a different energetic field. But y'all, yesterday, children, they so funny. I think I got overstimulated. Not yesterday, but this morning. Because I've been up since like, I don't know, like 1 o'clock. But I went to bed early, so somebody with RN, a Taurus that's an RN. Something about hemoglobin. I've already did my prayers, consulted with my guides, my ancestors, and I just will reinforce for any of you that need to hear it. Ancestors are my highest good, Ashe. Spirit guides, Ashe. Guardians and protectors, Ashe. Protect my energetic field, my mind, body, soul, and spirit, as well as my heart space and all of their upper and lower, major and minor chakra centers. Bring them to a state of balance, peace, and equilibrium. Stabilize them as best as possible at this time so I can give out the messages to the collective. Protect our energies from those that mean us harm, from energy work or manipulation, any spiritual work, any practitioner magic, any voodoo, hoodoo, the evil eye, hexes, curses, spells, voodoo, santeria, santa muerte, gree, Creole magic, blood magic, necromancy, and all variations of such and everything in between, both known and unknown. Ashe. Please give me the messages that are meant for me to give to the collective and allow me to speak as fluidly as possible. Remove any intrusive thoughts and energies from this energetic field, my auric field, my subtle bodies and light bodies, all alike, and everything in between. Ashe. I don't have my bowl. Ashe. Just as good. They wanted me to use these cards. Fours are significant. I want y'all to see this, like pre-shuffle, 4 of hearts or 4 of cups. Pre-shuffle, and I'm just now sitting down and looking at these. Pre-shuffle, 4 of wands or 4 of clubs. Okay? Pre-shuffle, 4 of cups again, 4 of hearts. 4 is significant. And then there's a page of swords. Somebody could be watching you, watching your energy, watching your manifestations. I guess we're going to leave this read for later. For me to finish yesterday's live and kind of be like that. You get interrupted by children, which, you know, my daughter, she is very particular. Can't really say I blame her. She didn't want to eat what I cooked, so she wanted grilled cheese. She a grilled cheese head. Like, all she liked to do is eat mac and cheese, grilled cheese, mac and cheese, grilled cheese. I'm like, girl, you gotta go and went in the kitchen and start fucking crying and stuff. Like, you gonna make people think that I'm starving you to death, but they don't want to eat. And I ate vegetables. Child, these children are funny. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in and supporting me, the messages, the calls, your girl, the channel, however it is that you support the channel. Donations, supers, all of that is love. Very much so appreciated. And if you did it with intentions of true and pure heart and authentic and genuine intentions, not to hurt or harm, I send that energy back to you tenfold, Ashe. We got Hermit energy, King of Wands, the High Priestess. Somebody looking deep into something. Somebody is looking deep into something. And I'm not just talking about self-introspection here. Maybe someone is within themselves here. Or someone is looking deep into you with the Page of Swords here. the Page of Wands. This is my ancestor deck, and then we got the Seven of Cups. Somebody is looking deep into some type of illusion, something. Okay, so words that I got the word jovial. I also picked up on Budapest. Okay. I also picked up on Nairobi. Nairobi. Y'all have to excuse me as I try to bring myself back to a state of centeredness. I got overstimulated, okay? This happens. It happens to me, okay? It's nothing bad or nothing that I'm worried about. I just get overstimulated sometimes. So, prior to coming on the camera, I was sitting on the bed and it won't go away. Seraphim, Ezekiel's wheels, it just showed itself. And then they gave me the movie 13th Ghost. The 13 Ghosts or 13th Ghost is one of the, it's quite fuzzy here, but I do remember the movie in detail, in strong detail. And what they showed me in reference to Ezekiel's wheel is, no, like the wheel came to me. The wheel was talking to me. So what they showed me is like towards the end of the movie, when the uncle, the supposedly dead uncle, he kidnapped the children, the older girl and the boy. And when the father was brought into that great hall, there were these it was a antique theory. Like it keeps coming up, bro. It keeps coming up. Like they won't let me get away from it. And like the floor, it had a built-in clock or mechanism, but this thing was a spirit portal summoning device. And eventually, when the father came to this great hall, the children were sitting in the middle of that, and the thing started spinning, and then eventually they start coming up and crossing like that. And it's like Ezekiel's wheel. It's just like that. It's just like that. That's what they gave me in reference to that. Okay. So I don't know what it is with 444 Hermit, a King of Wands, and High Priestess energy, but this person is showing up in the upright. So that's a good thing here. Somebody is looking deep into something. I'm talking about deep. How are you going to explain a King of Wands, a leader, a person of power, a person of strength, of valor, of integrity, a person of honorary here. Whoever this person is, they may pride themselves on seeing things for exactly as they are and not as they are made out to be, painted out to be. And then outside of this person or exterior to this person is the Hermit and the High Priestess. That's deep introspection. I'm talking about deep introspection. Somebody may be looking into something and it's bringing them back to them. Something may have seemed like it was not connected at all. And this person, if they went down the rabbit hole, because this is that energy, rabbit hole energy. If this person went back to the rabbit hole, they found out how much that they are tied to many other things that they didn't see before. And it's like, how did I not see that? Somebody went down the rabbit hole. It may be overwhelming to this person. This may be a person that gets overstimulated. If you're like me, and look, this is my first cup of coffee, I only had like 2 sips. That's not the overstimulation thing, like that's not what it is. It's sometimes it's the energetic field, what they are out here doing. Ugh. And then I got another download. I got another download about the 4-year-old little girl, Havea. I think that's how you say her name. Her parents were arrested for her disappearance. They believe her to be deceased. It's more to that story though. They keep. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna do that right now. So I don't wanna do that right now. God, I got so freaking overstimulated. I cannot be on the internet too long. I got so overstimulated. Because the bottom line is like, what is the point of sharing all this information that, and it's not a question to y'all, to me, to the ancestors. It just is something I'm thinking out loud, colloquially, speaking shit out loud. Then I ask in person to myself, but saying to y'all, like, what is the point of giving out all this information, the messages and the downloads, if nobody's gonna fucking do anything about it or with it? What's the point? Our government has waged war on us. We have had in many histories where we overthrow the government. And this is no terroristic type of talk. This is no rioting talk. I'm not encouraging that. I'm just saying, like who gonna fucking do something? We share all the information that we want. Like, who gonna do something about it? Because I don't know about y'all. I'm not dying to these bastards. I'm letting y'all know right now. And I am one that will die for God. I hope people know. I hope people take me very seriously. I'm one that will die for source, in the name of source, in the name of freedom and sovereignty of our energies from these systems. And that's very interesting. 444 is right here. And then I have the high priestess, the king of wands. And like, why don't the people who have mastered the dark arts and all this voodoo and witchcraft, why aren't y'all fucking these people up that's killing us? Why y'all not fucking them up? I want to know, you got your power, you have your magic, and you want to be the biggest, baddest, like boldest, like, why you not fucking up the people that's fucking up the land? Like, there won't even be anything left for you to even, and that's something that's kind of like a bridge we'll cross when we get to that. But it's like all these witch doctors and practitioners, why y'all not fucking up these corrupt ass fucking officials? Why? Why aren't you fucking them up? You have the magic, you have the power. Fuck them up. And I'm just saying that. And I'm not inciting violence or anything like that. I'm just saying, like what are you gonna have left to even dominate over? If dominance is the thing you want, power is the thing you want. If the people at the top are destroying everything, the water, the lands, the air, the countries, the everything, what will you have to dominate over? I want you to think about it. Because use your darkness in a more powerful way or in a more positive way at this point of time. And then when it comes to the time where we got to cross the bridge over who's the most powerful, who's going to have this land, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for right now, we got to make sure that there's something left for us to build a bridge on. You know what I mean? Some got somebody real effed up right now. King of Wands, you are in the Four of Wands. This is your body, your temple, your corporation, your business, your service as well, your community. Your community. Four of Wands, King of Wands. You could be a powerful leader of a community. I get it. And that part that I just gave, that little, spat of mine, is, it doesn't mean it necessarily pertains to you. I'm not calling you dark or anything like that, or telling you to do anything, because it does feel and look like bottom line, that top of line, that you are a leader who leads many, or maybe you are being called to that. Maybe this is your revelation with the hermit and the high priestess. And then you got the Four of Cups on either side of you, above the hermit and above the high priestess. So it's kind of like you're in like shock. I know you went down a rabbit hole. It's a shock factor. It's a shock factor. Like, if you have awakened to the fact that you one of the greats, you knew you were the shit already, whoever you are. You knew you had influence, a lot of influence, whether it be good or bad. You knew that. You have the power of suggestion. Okay? You have and it could just be by your looks, it could be by your stature, it could be by your stance, it could be in the way you speak as well. So you knew you had this level of influence to influence many. Okay, that's cool. But then to find the high priestess and the hermit, Four of Cups above both of them, it's like you may be in shock or denial. Like, no, I knew I was supposed to be something great, but this great. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay, and I don't think I have the cards, but we have the high priestess here, the light side, or the more higher aspect of the high priestess here. We have the hermit, okay, the positive hermit. So coming out of a dark night of the soul as well. And then we have this King of Wands here. So you are coming out in the upright. The thing that doesn't make me I really don't. You went down a rabbit hole. I don't know what that means for you, but whatever you looked into, like, you may feel overstimulated. You may get like that. You may have been like that as a child, or whoever this King of Wands is. I'm sorry, it may sound like I'm talking directly to people. I know. Do better with that. I'm not really a person that talks in a really third person. I like to speak directly too, but it is what it is. I don't want anybody to know that I'm calling them out or putting them on under the spotlight. That's not that. I hear you saying, how could I have been so blind? You definitely went down the rabbit hole. I don't know if you um, travel at will, but you travel at, whether you know it or not, but you travel at will. Okay? You can have a lot of Sagittarius in your energy. The centurion, the one that travels between the realms and takes messages and information to and fro, data. You got a lot of power. You traveled into a you traveled into, I don't know if you dreamt this, you traveled into a parallel universe where you met your opposite. Like if you're the King of Wands upright, you traveled into a realm, a parallel realm, and that shit was real. And you came face to face with your, it's like in the movie The One with Jet Li. Remember when he was the evil one? He was traveling across sectors and galaxies and stuff like that, and he was eliminating all alternate versions. There we go. Alternate versions of himself, because every time he eliminated one of them, he was absorbing their energy to become the most powerful. So you met your alternate self, or you went into a parallel realm and you were shown who you may become if you didn't take a stance about something, if you didn't use your leadership roles for a more higher purpose. Like you may have been shown the dark yourself in a future or in a parallel universe that you would become a hideous monster. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about you will become the opposite of everything it is that you are, that you thought yourself to be, that you claim to be, that you pride yourself on being, you know? My hands feel funny. My hands feel funny. They feel like I don't know how to explain it. Like if I were Groot, I am Groot, and I had like branches for fingers. That's what my hands feel like right now. Like they feel funny, bro. They feel funny. So the Page of Swords is the energy that this person is in, that you are in. It's interesting because we got Page of Swords and we got Two of Swords. You really fucking tripping. Like, how did I not see this? Like, how did I miss this? How did I not see this? Why? More so, not how, but why didn't you see that this is what this was? And it could be simply that your level of whoever you are or feel that you are, that is so much grander than that. It's so much bigger than that. It's so much spiritual than that. It's so much holier than that. You know? And now you're looking back, okay? Because a rabbit hole can mean in earlier stages of my video or my recording of my readings and stuff, I kept getting this message: in order to go forward, we must go back. So that's that rabbit hole energy, and that doesn't mean what people think. And with the past lives coming out and stuff, in the last live, it could be going back to childhood and retrieving. That's another word, retrieving power or energy that we left there. But it's left there under lock and key. Don't worry, it's left there for a reason, so you can go back. This is why reflection is here. This is why on the Two of Swords the moon is here. This is why we're talking about Mercury retrograde. But this is not in a negative aspect, okay? This is in order to go forward, you must go back. You must go back to the beginning of maybe your first memory in this life. And then you found a power, or you unlocked a memory that allowed you to retrieve some power or energy that was left under lock and key. Let's say from when you were a child, then you'll have your time maybe in the preteen, then in teens, then in your early adult years, early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s. I don't know how old you are, but the point being is that you have went down the rabbit hole and you went back to go forward, okay? And I keep on picking up on that energy. It's like back to the future. Like in order for us to go forward, we must go back. That's that reflection energy. And then also, I keep picking up acceptance is the true healing. Acceptance is true healing. Okay? So Four of Cups, like you may have thought something was lost to you. This also could be a lost memory with the Four of Cups and the High Priestess energy. This could be a lost and retrieved memory. And you know, as you go back and you unlock those memories and you retrieve your energy from those specific time frames in your life, this could be 4, 44, for somebody, something like that, increments of 4. So it could have been when you were 4, then when you were 8, then when you were 12, when you were 16, then when you were 20. You know what I mean? It could be something like that. So like you have been retrieving energy or memories, same thing, from these times. And these could be times where you went through ultimate life-changing events. They could be good or bad. Take that as it resonates, okay? They could be good or bad, but you left some type of energy there from this life-changing events during these four period increments or 4-year spans. You know, every 4 years, something happened to you, tragic, traumatic, happy, life-changing, whatever it is. You left energy. There's some type of like, you know, I don't really like to do that. I don't like to force people to live in trauma. I don't like that. You know, like whatever it is, it repress a memory. Whatever these increments are, these times in your life, there are repressed memories there, but there's a lot of energy in those memories. You had to go back to those points of time in your life and you unlocked repressed memories, but you also were able to retrieve the power, the energy that was left from the repression. And then now you remember more and more shit. You could be remembering past lives. You know, that's how it happened with me. Because acceptance is healing. I had accepted where I was years and years and years and years and years ago. I had accepted that shit. I'm gonna be this weird, different person. And, you know, I'm all spiritual. And this is before it was a trend, before it was a big, before, you know, people have been doing readings for a long time. But I'm talking about before it became this big like that. People looked at me like spirituality. And I didn't call it spirituality. I just was like, shit, I'm on my healing. I didn't have a word for it or a title for it. It just was what it was. And people like, and you know, like that acceptance was hella healing. And then once I went through that period, I started having dreams of my past lives, bro, of like how I, like where it was, who unalived me, like, I have lived so many lives, collective. I have lived so many lives. I've lived in the Grand Canyon. I've lived in the desert. I've lived during the Salem witch trials and hunts. I've lived during slavery. I done lived a lot of lives. So lie. Fuck. But I a lot of lives, even other lives where they showed me in the beginning before I ever even came here to start the earth life cycle, to do what it is that I needed to do. They showed me who I was on off planetary. They showed me who I was off planetary. And they showed me the invasion there. It'd be heavy. And even then, those things don't overstimulate me. It was when I got on the internet and I got on TikTok and I started scrolling through and everybody's giving out these messages. Everybody's talking about C.E.R.N, been talking about C.E.R.N. And that's not a thing where it's like, oh, give me all the credit. No, I've been talking about C.E.R.N, and now they done shut that shit down. But don't be fooled, my good people, because as they have shut C.E.R.N down, that's because I knocked that shit out the fucking water. Like, y'all not smart. Your scientists are nothing but people that use that machine to travel in different periods of timelines and steal intellectual properties, thoughts from people to make this thing work. That's why it's really shut down. But then another thing is that why they need C.E.R.N, they got all these data centers. So, you know, like I got overstimulated by, oh God, like, it overstimulates me, bro, because it's like, I got overstimulated on TikTok. That's why I don't get on there. I will start doing more lives on there for anybody that is a TikToker or whatever. I will start. I got a setup here, not here, but I have a setup or a system in place that I'm, just hold that thought. I'm still working on a whole bunch of other shit at once, and even that's not overstimulating. But when I get on that particular app or other apps, and they start showing these, it's like, or either overwhelmingly ignorant, that's overstimulating to me, or people, I know people are just waking up. I know I gotta give people grace. I can't. Because I see all these people talking about all these things that I've been talking about for the longest, when I was called a fucking weirdo, when I was pointed at, made fun out of, and they still do it today, But now I see an overwhelming amount of people talking about these same things. They've come into their knowing, their awakening, their level of knowledge of disclosure of self and what it is that their memory retains, right? And they are even going back in the past and unlocking repressed memories and retrieving their power, their energy and stuff. And so the information is coming to them like boom, 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 boom. And now it's a trend, and now it's like, it's fucking irritating. It's irritating to me. It's irritating to me. I do not feel jaded. I do not feel like it's unfair or anything. It's just irritating because it's like, okay, now they're all awakened. What the fuck we gonna do about this shit? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, me doing readings and stuff, it's not enough. I love y'all. I love giving out the messages, being of service. This is what I'm called to do. This is what I'm gonna do. I now learn information from the readings. But with that being said, it's not enough. It's not enough. I really got some fucked up ass downloads, bro. Like, whoever you are, you feeling it. You can't help but to feel it. And every time you get that twinge, that urgency of something, because I got this, I don't know how, a lot of y'all will know what I'm talking about. Like, you'll just be doing anything random, sitting there, laying there. In your sleep, you'll wake up and you get this sense of urgency. And you're like, what the fuck is it? Like, what is it? You don't know what it is, what's going on. Is it good? Is it bad? And then I heard, when I seen Ezekiel's will an hour ago or so, I heard they scorched the sky. Like on the Matrix, the data centers scorched the sky. People don't find it fucking strange that y'all know what I mean when I say this. I'm gonna start having to use hand gestures and stuff like that because Your girl is probably already more than likely on a government watch list. I'm surveillance, heavy, extensive surveillance here. Satellites are on me. Energy weapons are being used against me. This has stopped working. If anybody has been around for quite some time, you'll know what I mean by this. It has stopped working. The other chips, they are malfunctioning. They can't cause me body pains and stuff like that anymore. Those aren't working. They have malfunctioned. So yay for that. You know, like the entity attachments, people can't do that. The spell work, people can't do that. Like I've evolved past that shit. I've evolved past that. I'm past that shit. Like people can keep on doing what they do. Like these lower level, lesser beings of single cell amoebas, as I like to call them, they can do what they do. It like I have evolved past that. It's like yay. You want a cookie? Go play with your friends. It's like, I just did spell work on you. I just tried to block you. I just stole something from you. Okay, yay, go play with your friends. Go get a cookie out the cookie jar. Go play with your friends. I have evolved past that because while there's those people, groups of people will be stuck doing that, shit. It don't look like that they're going to have nothing to look forward to. So let them just continue. And that's why I am with it. And I'm just really on some shit like, what's the plan of action? What's the plan of action? King of Wands, you could be a military official. I mean, you could have like high ranking. I mean, like high ranking. You could have like 4 badges of honor. Because I also get with the 4 of Wands, I'm getting 4 badges of honor. Very honored, very respected, wherever you are, whoever you are. Okay? You got like 4 badges of honor. And you pride yourself on whatever these badges of honor represent. And whatever has happened to you, or maybe you just had a great awakening. Sometimes it happens like that. We wake up out of our sleep and we just different. We just don't feel the same anymore. We just don't look at things the same. We just wake up one day with a level of, and we were content with life. For some of us, when we were in our sleeping state or in our self-imposed coma. We'll talk about that later when I talk about G.O.D. When we wake up, some of us just wake up one day and it be like, I don't like none of this shit. I don't like any of y'all. Like, what is this? Has this always been like this? Like, ugh. You just wake up like that one day. Like, ugh. Like, this relationship always been like that. Like, for real? Ugh. It's like, has this coffee always taste like this? Ugh. Because that's become nasty to me. Like things have become so disgusting to me. That's the stages of evolution. Definitely got to start juicing because eating like I want to go to raw veggies, but that's, you know, and so if I'm not growing my own veggies, shit, I might as well just buy them from the store and cook them like I've been doing. They either way, they're lack of nutrients, but I have alternatives, so that's never a problem. That's never a problem. But yeah, Budapest is significant. And then, yeah, jovial, okay? I think jovial means happy or elated. I'm not sure. Somebody want to look that up. I don't know. I left my phone in somebody's vehicle yesterday, so when they took me to the store, like, So if anybody has tried to call me, my phone has been there for all day yesterday, whatever. What did you, I'm trying to figure out, what did you see? Something you didn't want to see? You could have saw something real fearful. Maybe you saw yourself as an entity, or you saw yourself in the future, what you could be, or you just got a glimpse of in the future, like what you could be if you take a stance of action or call your power back or stand in your power or claim your throne, claim your right of sovereignty and your right of source passing, I don't know, cosmic sovereignty or something. You maybe saw that like were shown that like you like it was your body, but you were all dark. You were. It scared the shit out of you. And you thought it was a nightmare, but my friend, you traveled. You traveled into the realm of knowing, into the realm of Akashic Records, actually, with the high priestess. You may have been in denial about this for very long. You could have even thought that someone was doing spell work on you to induce certain type of dreams and states here. That's not what this was. Not coming out with the high priestess, the king of wands, and the hermit. You saw exactly what they needed, what divine needed for you to see. That your vessel would be, could possibly, in an alternate, a parallel universe, your vessel was taken over, and that was not you. And you were nasty dark. And you, I mean, like, I don't even know the word. I don't even know the word. When I get overstimulated, I do shit like this. So I learned these in classes and recovery classes and cognitive processing therapies and stuff, like how to recognize triggers, being overstimulated, being overwhelmed, how to reframe my thoughts, my thinking patterns, how to remove intrusive thoughts or even flip them where they are not intrusive, right? And I learned also other, way I do this shit because it stimulates me, it brings me back center, okay? Because sometimes I just fucking God, not my mind, but I got a lot going on the table, like. Mm. You were shown two timelines. Interesting. You were shown two timelines. Who you could possibly become. Because in a parallel universe, it's so interesting because, like, with C.E.R.N, those portals, they just were opening up parallel universes where our opposite selves, our upside down selves, our opposite selves, where they exist and where they were made aware of us, but not of them. So it's also taking control of that energy in that realm too. Even if it's dark, you take control of your dark. Like I've been getting some fucked up downloads, bro. I've been getting some fucked up downloads. Like I do not want to scare the shit out of people. But I done got some messed up downloads. Crazy, crazy downloads. I don't know if Divine wants me to give out the messages or what, but if you were in any part of the gate program, what they showed me is like you wouldn't remember because it's a repressed memory, but it may seem like they did just a couple of little tests and stuff like that. No, they open up like a tunnel, like a tunnel to an alternate universe. They put you through the. They put you through the. The Chinese finger trap. If anybody remember that. Let's say this one you, and then this is the alternate you. That's the tunnel. That's what they did. That's what they did. And traveling through the tunnel, you get these things, what is known as, like, people are remembering these the fractal memories. Okay, some of them is about endless spiral slide in the darkness, in the void. Some of it is in what seems like big old pool playground-like places that are flooded. Some of them are towns that are flooded. They call them liminal places, right? That is because they ripped a tear in your space-time continuum. If anybody's seen Mr. C.E.R.N. Uh, that Chinese finger trap, the trap itself is the space-time continuum. Remember, two can't exist at the same time. So it's almost like they in the gate program, you won't remember this, but you will remember the memories of the liminal places, because those are all places that's like I keep hearing stage in waiting, right? And it's passing through this tunnel. They had you waiting in stages, 444. I don't know how to tell you. That could even be like how they invoked. It could be the frequency that they invoked to open up that tunnel while you were being a unwilling, legally unwilling underage participant. Lawsuits, fucking lawsuits, period. Because you know they're about to disclose that next in the MK Ultra disclosure file. So the gate program is going to be smack dead there. Since they didn't want to do it with the Epstein files, boom, MK Ultra, because it's going to be exposed one way or another. Like, I refuse to live in this fucking life, and in this lie, where they won't give us out all the information. It's my life. What the fuck did you do to me? What did you do to me? I have that right to know. I'm not asking you for the right. I'm telling you. Disclose the fucking information or have a problem. Because I'm tired of sitting and waiting. I don't like it. Very action-based person here. But I know when to hold them and when to fold them. So, with that being said, like, you know, the liminal places, it was like they were, if you were here, and this is your alternate self, and they use the frequency of 444, is real close to the heart chakra. As a kid, you would be all heart chakra based and stuff like that, right? Yeah, I'm not doing the adrenochrome thing. I'm not going to talk about that. Like, I don't want to talk about that. No. So anyways, with that being said, they would use the 444 energy or frequency on you during this gate program. Typically, we were 4 or 5 years old, kindergarten, pre-K, first grade. But anyways, they would have used this frequency to induce your heart space to help open up that portal. Then there's an alternate version of you. If you are your light self here, typically, or if you are God's child on this spectrum or this end of the spectrum, the parallel self of you would be Satan's child, the devil's child, something like that. I want y'all to hear me real quick. So as they use this frequency to induce a portal to open, using your heart chakra energy, open it up to a parallel universe. They sent you through it. Okay? And at the same time, they could have used the same energy, your energy, and this frequency combination of such. It could be variations. It would be different for each one of us, but a little different. It would vary. But they use the same frequency to call or pull out your alternate version self, to put that one in the place of the actual realm where you are from, and put you in the parallel universe paradigm. That's why it's fucked up over here. That's like why it's like one day we woke up and it was like family not family anymore. How y'all get so fucked up? That's why it's like that, bro. Like this the messages, like the downloads I've been getting. Not in my sleep, but while I'm awake, bro. My whole body just got cold. That's what they were doing. That's what they did in that program. I really want to kick the asses of the people that gave these fucking these Neanderthal, feeble-minded lessers the fucking knowledge. I really want to kick the shit out of them. I don't induce or encourage violence, though. I'm gonna kick their asses. Like, what you thought you was gonna teach us? Come on now. But this is a part of the gate program. And so, while they were pulling your alternate self through that tunnel, remember, you can't cross. You both would not be able to, y'all gotta fucking hear me. You both would not be able to, you finna go to practice?
I still got like an hour left.
Oh. You got a what?
I still got like an hour left. I woke up early. I was looking for my phone.
Wasn't it plugged up over there?
I had put this in the room right now.
I
just had it.
Bathroom, shelf, and look, just retrace your steps. So, like in the movie, you got it? Mr. Peabody and Sherman, remember he told Sherman, two of you can't exist at the same time in the same space because it will rip a tear in the space-time continuum. That space-time continuum is a tunnel, your frequency tunnel. So as they were pulling the alternate versions of us from this alternate universe or parallel or paradigm, like you couldn't cross paths in that same tunnel because it would rip a tear in that tunnel. Imagine it would rip a tear in that tunnel. Both of you would cease to exist. Technically, no, but that's not. You would be. It would just rip a tear. Let's just say that. And so, as they were pulling the alternate version of you through this tunnel, they created pockets in this tunnel called liminal spaces. That's where they were situated. That's why I keep getting stage and waiting. Because as they pulled you in and they were pulling this one in, you never could be able to come toward exist or bump, just like the fucking C.E.R.N machine, bro, just like the particle collider. Y'all hear me? Or it would rip a tear in the fabric of time. It could ultimately be cataclysmic, actually, just to do that to one. So what they did was they created these memories, but they're fake memories, okay? They're implanted memories, and they put them in this tunnel. And these were meant to be places, so as you're coming in and your alternate version is coming in, they would sit you in the liminal place here. So this is your alternate version of you could pass by. You would be in a liminal place. As they were bringing your alternate self through and put or that energy in your place. And so this is also what they talk about, what they mean when they say conquer your dark side, because this alternate version of you is still you, but it's your dark side. You must be more powerful than it. And it's like, y'all, listen. Because, and the purpose for doing that is because the darker version or the parallel version of you will be more easily controllable, easily susceptible, easily subjected to possession. That's why. And maybe whoever you are, man, like if you finding this out, you just like fucking what? And you're realizing that all this, you experienced it, you lived it, you have memories that you didn't even know was a memory. You're also trying to decipher, or lately you have, I seen it again. It keeps appearing. On the walls, on like everywhere, bro. Like, you're trying to decipher which memories, because now you know that you are aware of your alternate version self. That's what you were shown. You were shown two timelines. I said that. Two swords. The page of swords. You were shown two. The one that you exist on where you're King of Wands in the light, and the one where you're King of Wands in the reverse. Your alternate self. I think it scared the shit out of you, but now you've been trying to decipher on which memories, but this also made you start remembering repressed stuff. And it's like how did I forget that happened? How, like, that actually happened. I remember that now. Now that I remember, but how did I forget that I remember? It's some shit like that, bro. And I know I'll be sounding crazy as hell, but for those of you that have been experiencing that is because those are time overlaps here. Because your alternate version was never meant to exist on the timeline that was paid for you, that was carved or catered to you. Your light timeline, your cosmic timeline was never meant for your dark, was never meant for your parallel self to exist on that timeline. It's like molded. I don't know how else to explain this, bro. It's like sludge. It's like sludge. That timeline has sludged up. So, like, figure out which memories are implanted, because now you know memories were implanted. False memories actually were implanted. You're in a stage of like shock denial, but you also are aware of how powerful you are. If you knew you were powerful before, and I'm talking about in a of this world type of way, now you realizing how much powerful you are in a higher dimensional type of way. Because I also did a video where I talked about parallel timelines, and I explained to you it's called the variable factor, and like Operation Dark Flower. Wait, let me. Shona distortion. Somebody would know about what that is. Do you know that they are out here giving seminars on what I'm telling y'all? They literally are out here giving seminars on this shit. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me? I think that was another part of the irritation or the overstimulation is like, so they've been teaching seminars on this shit since the 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, they have. But I was the one that was made to look crazy. Oh, okay, never mind. The distortion field is significant. Okay, so yes, because who you are originally on the timeline that you originally were on, the organic timeline of the divine cosmic mother timeline. That's that organic shit. There's none of this false matrix, artificial shit. You are the manifester, but your parallel self they're in the non-manifest state. They're not original to the earth and cosmic universal frequency. They're not original to it. So they can't manifest, but you can. So this became the problem when they did these gate programs where they were switching us. I'm telling y'all right now, where they were switching us, this became the problem, because where they thought they would just open up a tunnel, pull your parallel self over and put them on your timeline because they are NPC or they can be easily cloned or controllable and shit like that. Like what they didn't realize is that the original power still stays with you. The original ability to regenerate, to recreate, to procreate, to manifest still stays with you. Doesn't matter if they put you in an alternate universe or parallel timeline. That doesn't really matter. Because the energy, the power, everything that we are made out of from source, it resides with us and stays with us wherever we are. And so the most thing that they could do is siphon the energy. Okay, because your parallel self does not have the ability to manifest. Because that was the purpose, that was the purpose. Is like they were gonna use them, thought they could just put them on your timeline, and then they could use your energy. Like, we put the alternate version of collective. They will have on this timeline their actual original organic timeline. we would be able to use all their energy and this unlimited resource of power and shit, only to find out that shit was a fail, a flop. If anything, that would be it. If you have the ability to manifest, your parallel self would only have the ability to destroy, non-manifest, okay? Non-manifest. That's all they did. That's all the parallel versions of you did. That's all. That's all they did. They put it on a timeline that was catered to you. Imagine this being like a gold road. And down that gold road is easy selling for you. You can manifest whatever you want on there. They thought that if they put you in the dark parallel universe and put your parallel self on your gold road, they thought, oh shit, they're going to be able to manifest unlimited amounts of resources and energy. Only to realize that that person, not only when they got on that road, they start crumbling that bitch. That shit start crumbling. It start turning into gunk, into it's like black ectoplasm. That's what it's like. They only have the capabilities to destroy, but you, and that's because they are a parallel version of you, and then, you know, there may be many, but you, the true one, have the ability to manifest and non-manifest. Vesica Pisces, you have the light and the dark, where your parallel self, they haven't mastered that. But it's like now, because what they had to accept was that they still needed your energy. See, they were just going to stick you over there and leave you there. So they created this alternate universe here to stick a lot of us in through that gate program. Hear me out, okay? So they could put you in a state where you were in a controlled environment. This is what C.E.R.N is talking about with the theoretical or hypothetical particles or subparticles, whatever they want to call them, subparticles, but hypothetical. They talked about the 2 or up quark charms and the 1 down quark charm, right? So this is what they were talking about, because you're the common denominator. You are the bridge itself. You are the down quark charm. So they thought that they could put you in a contained or confined environment, aka. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see this cut off my video? And it went offline, then it came back on. Y'all see that? Well, they hate when I be on one. They hate when I be on one. It'd be like, that's what you get for fucking with my sleep. You thought you was gonna mess with my time, my sleep patterns, baby. I'm gonna think regardless. If I sleep all day or sleep for 1 hour or don't sleep for days, like, that's what you get for messing with my fucking sleep schedule. And it's never going to stop the information from coming through. But y'all just, I don't know if y'all seen that, but see what they just did to the live. Literally, who the hell cut my video off? I had to literally stand up and hit the video, I don't know, the recording icon right here. I had to hit that because somebody had blanked it out. Like I hit the button, but I didn't. So they hate when I talk like this. Too bad, bitches. Anyways, with that being said, you are down quark charm. You're the tunnel. You're the frequency. You're the light. You're the dark. You're the everything. You are the accumulation of everything God is. You know, all these people can do is mimic. They mimic, that's why it's called an alternate or parallel universe. They make mimic versions of, and it's always void. It is always typically missing a lot of shit or void of the organic source energy. That's why it looks different. That's why the families and the friends and the things like that feel different. You wake up one day and it's like, ugh, you just don't like anybody. It's like, you always been fucked up like this. Y'all always been a fucked up family. You always been a fucked up husband. Y'all always been fucked up like this. Like, ugh, this always tastes like that. That's because they can only mimic the organic timeline. But they thought they could control the source energy from the organic timeline of each and every last one of us. But the problem is you, down quark charm, you. But hypothetically speaking, you know what I mean? Like, they like to put hypotheses around God, like, okay. But anyways, you know, like, they realized, these people they came to the realization that they can only keep you in this controlled environment or parallel universe for so long, and that it's because your spirit, your soul, against the caging factor, the being contained factor. It was like, it's interesting because with the two up quark charms, the down quark charm is the bridge, the very thing that holds them together, the fabric of it. They thought that if they put something else in its place, or they tried to encase or enclose you, that they could keep the fabric of a false or alternate parallel universe together. The problem is you can't confine God or put it in a jar, in a bottle. You can't confine that energy. It is experiencing itself, being the experiencer and the experience. When it feels like, when God energy, you, me, whoever, when you feel like down quark charm, it's time for me to detach and exit. I've learned everything that I needed to learn. I've learned the lessons. I went through the trials and tribulations. It's time for me to eject myself and experience a higher vibration or a different field, right? And they try to contain you. What made you the bridge to the up quark charm now makes you destructive, because the down quark charm, it holds together and it destabilizes, bro. It destabilizes. The moment that you try to keep it in a confined space, keep it from exiting, keep it from ejecting itself, keep it from going to higher, further, other lengths, other wavelengths, other experiences, it becomes destructive. That's what makes you divine, bro. Sis, that's what makes you so fucking divine. Because you the very thing that makes life and you make death. The moment that anybody, any external factor tries to keep you from exiting or disconnecting to experience new and evolve, you become destruction. Your energy in itself is you like a fucking nuke bomb. And it's like you were collapsing. It's like they realized that keeping you in this parallel universe, it was collapsing, because they had themselves in our real multiverse, in our real timelines, the streets paved with gold. Let's say it like that. They had themselves experiencing that while we experienced a shitty universe. But we done broke this shit down and made it a new any fucking way. So we evolved, because now that energy can never be destroyed. And this is why I said I was going to talk about the acronym GOD, G-O-D. But energy can never be destroyed, because now that they've opened up this tunnel, this portal, and they've created an alternate universe, they can't destroy it. The only thing that it can do is, you wouldn't be the destructive factor, but you would be the changing factor, like tearing it down and making it something anew, or even causing its evolution. This is what they didn't fucking realize. This is what they didn't realize. It's so, they're idiots. I just want to kick the ass of the people that gave them the information, because they're fucking idiots. They're idiots. You got these data centers up. You got AI and stuff. Y'all don't even begin to understand how to control. These people don't even have the formulas. They don't have, you know their alternative, you know their fail safe, you know their kill switch and AI and data centers take over, nuke, Hiroshima. That's their fucking resolution to this if it gets out of control. They knew it was gonna get out of control prior to even putting this shit in place, but they needed a way, or at least they thought. These are fucking idiots, bro. They are fucking idiots. And I'm getting to a state of unrest, because why the fuck aren't we doing shit? Why aren't we doing shit? We still have an original timeline that it still exists. See, they can't destroy that. They didn't make it. The alternate universe, they were able to destroy it, or they were trying to destroy it. That's what this is. They were trying to destroy it, but with you in it, they can't destroy it. It's energy. It's been created. They can't destroy it. And not only that, you taking over the shit now, collective. You awakening, you taking over the parallel universe now. And it's like, not only does your energy exist and reside on the original timeline, but now it exists in this alternate way. And then with that being said, when your frequency keeps raising, but man, y'all send out fucking cosmic ray blast like, psh. But not only that, it creates mini links. And I think that that's where I was getting to with the muons. I never got to the muons when C.E.R.N was talking about another hypothetical particle. I never got to muons, but I can guarantee you that that's what muons is talking about, MUONS. Okay? So, yeah. Temples are stargates. Dark flower affliction. Anybody want to look that up? You can. Fatally, dark flower affliction. I briefly came across that lecture by the CEO of Freedom Teachings. If anybody wants to look that up, other people, you're gonna see that these people talking about this shit. They're talking about the seeding of the star seeds, how the genetic splice, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. And I'm like, so I ain't crazy. So they teaching lectures on this, and oh, now I see it's the people that went to these lectures and know all these things about us that have been the ones that have been attacking us. What is? Got it. Got your number, bro. Got your number. So, Shayana Deanne. This is the lecturer's name for this particular one, and she was talking about seeding groups 1, 2, 3 of the 12 tribes. Huh? What? Okay. And she talked about Lemurian questers, the people of or you. Man, bro, man, these people fucking, they are so stupid, it's crazy. And it's like, y'all put lectures out on this shit, you don't even know. You can, Azurites and the indigo star seeds type 1 and 2. Okay. So they were talking about, they were also talking about temples being stargates, but we already knew that. Like, duh. I think we figured it out a long time ago, but you know, something here about rodent fields as well. Rodent fields, not like no snack cake or nothing, because I know somebody's gonna say baby fields. No, rodent field. The rodent field, RODON, or it could be Rodion field, but rodent field, okay? And I don't have that written down. And again, you can look up dark flower affliction. That's a dark program, but that program in itself is used to run the alternate or parallel universe here that was supposed to keep you in case. And so what these people were trying to figure out is like, why is not only where we put original collective, why is that shit falling apart? That's because you're destroying it and making it anew. You can't destroy it entirely. So all you can do is phoenix energy it, death and rebirth it, because you have the power of death and rebirth. You feel me? So with that being said, like, they trying to figure out, like, why was that shit falling apart? And not only that, where they put your replacement, where they put that person on your original path, your alternate self on that original path, that shit was crumbling too. Because you the down quark charm. You the bridge, you the thing that holds it together. And when they try to confine you or control you or limit you, put you in a box, boom, everything fucking, everything, the quark charms starts to destabilize. That's what C.E.R.N is about. And anybody can look that up and tell me that I'm lying. Please correct me, because, you know, and it's not a cocky thing. It's, you know, it is what it is. So, they in these lectures, bro, they talk about the Christ code, base R codes and shit, encryptions, proportions. The key is they said the key is equal to how much quantum is held by the original or substitute frequency or frequency holder. But see, your alternate version, it can't hold the frequency that you have. It may be able to hold the lower vibrational frequencies that you are, but the higher vibrational frequencies make that motherfucker look like that. It only drives them crazy. It only they destructive without your energy. They destructive with your energy. The motherfucker just sitting up just like fucking crashing the fuck out. Yeah, so another lecture, she was talking about the finite structure crashing. We know what finite. Come on now, collective. The finite light structure crash. She was like in the lecture, this particular one. She was like, what the outside? She was talking about extraterrestrials, starseed and ancestors. Is what she was saying. But mind you, it ain't nothing but a certain type of people that's up in these lectures. So let that sink in. I ain't saying about nobody, but hey, and finite light structure crashing, and they were trying to external off-planetary or planetary, that's what she said, energies were trying to keep the finite light structure from crashing. Why? It's finite. That is the opposite of infinite, is it not? So I was trying to hear how they try to use big words and dress them up all cute, put a little fucking bow on it. Finite light structure. That means that it is a very, very limited structure. They were trying to keep this grid from crashing. This bitch was teaching this in the and I'm like, does she know that some of us are naturally intelligent and smart? Like, I can break down any word, anything that you say, and I know, like, I'm put it in layman's terms. Like, does she not realize? I realize that what she's saying, like, we don't come from a finite light structure. We don't even operate under the finite light structure. So who gives a fuck if it crashes? The people that operate or that have to abide by the finite light structure. If it crashes, that means the clones, the alternate universe is parallel. They go bye-bye. And technically, they wouldn't cease to exist. You have just merged with them. Just like that movie, The One, with Jet Li. Okay? Oh, and then she also talked about the Becca's final phase. Doesn't Becca sound like Vecna off of Stranger Things? I mean, and you watch Stranger Things, you my type of people, but she said the Becca, Becca, final phase of the finite light structure before it crashes is it will go into a black hole. But this is interesting because the black hole, she said, is the final fall of the starfire. The black hole is the final fall of starfire, but that's not really true for any of us originals. We are the cosmos, the black hole, the void, the light, the structure, the every fucking thing. We're the tunnel, the bridge, the disconnection, the destruction, the light, the everything, the death and the rebirth. We're every fucking thing, bro. So what would be a black hole to these people operating under the finite light structure, and what would be a black hole to them would just be a level of us imploding on ourselves. We learned everything we need to learn here. Implode. I become bored, yawn. I'm gonna take a nap, and when I wake up, I'm gonna do some shit new tomorrow. That's what that is talking about. And those that can't do that, those that don't have the mergence of the 2-unit radiating light, she called Vesica Pisces dead light. She called it dead light. Then she called Vesica Pisces but that's just the merging of two forces or sources or energies. And it's just the start. It's just the start. It's just the fucking start. Okay? I think I need to go over that one. Child, I'll be doing a lot. I've been doing a lot. Okay, there you go. There you go. Child, So here, I did this on, let me see when I did this. Excuse me. I made this 10/16 of 25. That's when I did this. I talked about the cells, the division of cells, aka C.E.R.N. Bro, y'all don't know, like, people don't even know what these motherfuckers done did. There was never a point of time where Adam and Lilith, not Eve, where Adam and Lilith would bump heads. There was never a time where there was a disagreement in the Garden of Eden between the two. You know what happened? They created C.E.R.N now. They took their silly asses back to the original timeline. And they whispered a little something in Adam's ear. Because Adam would have never thought like that, bro. He's made from the organic. Adam would have never thought that there is like you don't like even the concept, the thought of superiority and inferiority is opposite of God. Adam would have never thought that just out of nowhere. Adam was like, like I don't like how Lilith is. No, these motherfuckers created C.E.R.N a while ago. And they used that shit as a time machine, and they went back and they changed shit. They changed something. And even so, even saying that when they changed something in the Garden of Eden, made the two atoms clash. C.E.R.N much? Made the two atoms clash instead of merging together, bro. When they did that, they created an alternate universe or timeline. I talk about this shit, bro. Back in, again, that was last year, October. So that's what I'm talking about right here. Two atoms clash, both equally so. They usually merge together and then they create what? The flower of life, and then they procreate. They recreate, they reproduce, right? At will. The moment that one thought it was more superior than the other is when they clash. That's what C.E.R.N has been doing. Have they not been smashing together atoms? So one atom got knocked out of the Garden of Eden, or the original garden, into a variable timeline. This is the original Garden of Eden, technically, you know. And then when this is the point where they clashed, Adam was knocked out of the Garden of Eden. An alternate universe, parallel, or timeline was created. But it was created at a later date. So Adam was not evolved. It hadn't even made mergence with itself, or it hadn't even learned how to reproduce. It's missing a whole bunch of information from the organic timeline. It could only create in this timeline what it remembers, but it's missing all this memory. Why? Because this isn't. It's not organic. It's not. It doesn't contain. It wasn't created from the Akashic records. It wasn't created with the DNA, the memory of the DNA. So another way that I put this, whether y'all can see it or not, this is this. I just took the angles out some. This is this, and then we get the serpentine path, right? We get the Kundalini energy, right? That's that. It's the organic timeline. This is the bouncing error or the clashing error. This is the alternate universal timeline. Now we get this. Now Adam over there, he wants to create Eve. He wants to create Eve how he wants to. His counterpart to be, right? So he creates creating Eve creates another timeline or an alternate universe. Now you get the fucking DNA double helix. Like, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. They know the gig is up. The gig is up. Now Eve is hella interesting because now Eve, she's created from Adam's lack of this sense of ego. That's when ego would exist. These people did this shit. I'm telling y'all, they did this shit. They did that. They did that. They went back in time and they changed a lot of shit. It's the butterfly effect, right? But they also wanted to have another alternate universe. See, what they've been trying to do is just tear open doors. It's just like they try to use a ray. They've been using C.E.R.N as like a batter ram. I think that's what it's called. A batter ram to bust open doors to other parallel universes, because wherever it is that they will be sent to, or that they created, or that is attached to them, whatever alternate universe or parallel, they so scared that if that shit comes crumbling, if it falls down, or if the bridge is closed, aka you taking your energy back, you being the down card charm, you exiting, taking all your power back, awakening, they want to be able to escape to an alternate universe, because they know they won't be able to exist, because our energy will be too big and it will radiate them. It will radiate them. They've been busting open all these doors and stuff to other parallel universes, trying to escape to them, only to find out that they only interdimensional. They'll never be able to really escape, Because no matter what, the power of your organicness, of your memory, Akashic records, your knowledge, your power, your energy, the organic timeline still resides within your DNA. That's why they created the two parallel universes, bro, to keep your DNA wound up and locked up. Like, and it's so much more bigger than that. Like, because I know I explained it a different way of how our ancestors had to allow this to happen to keep these people from accessing the true knowledge. They can't have it. Look what they do with the shit that they do have. And then they fucking don't even know how to operate it, run it. They don't know how to handle it. They don't even know how to take care of it. Just sad, pathetic sacks of shit. I just want to know which fucking scientists decided that they were going to go back in time and fucking prove this shit. Anyways, non-violent, no violence over here. It's just, they so fucking stupid. These people lack all of the Akashic record information on even how to control an open portal or Stargate. They don't even know how to control it. But that's the thing. You can't control. This is where they fuck up at. You can't control it. You can only just let it be. That's their problem. They want to control it. They're trying to figure out the ways to control it, break it down to the smallest particles. And how can we control it? You can't. You can't. And when these motherfuckers realize that they have to accept defeat, that they fucked, what they doing now? Data centers. Like, sit y'all goofy asses down. These people, they listen, they don't know what they're doing with those data centers. They're not to store data. Why would we need to store data? The data is in our body. What the fuck I need a data center for? Shit, if that phone stop working, it can't store any more of my data, my video, just fuck the phone. I still got the information and the knowledge here. They want people to be so fearful, like, oh my God, if we don't have enough space to store the data, life is gonna be over. We're just not. It's gonna be over for they ass, because that false grid, that finite. So what was it? Finite star structure. Oh, and what I just explained to y'all with the timelines and stuff. This is called the variable factor of the serpentine path. Okay. Variable means that there has to be. But that's the thing, is like, I don't know who these people think that I fuck am, but who the fuck you think you talking to? Because in order for a variable factor to exist, a variable had to be introduced. I know God didn't introduce that variable, so why the fuck you playing with me? God didn't introduce the variable. God didn't put Adam and Eve in the garden and tell them, you can eat all these trees, don't eat of this tree. Knowing we are naive, right? That's what God made us to be. Naive, empathetic. It don't make sense, bro. So for the variable factor of the serpentine path to even exist, a variable had to be introduced. Who put the fucking variable there? Them. They went back in time and they put the variable there. I'm telling y'all what I love. So, what was I gonna say? I squirreled. I didn't really write much on it. I was gonna go back and watch the lectures. I was like, I ain't finna have these people pollute my mind with these false ass memories and codes. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Like, stop teaching them damn lectures. Y'all trying to put your dumb ass heads together and figure out. Like, come on now. Because meeting took place because of you know. I'll squirrel again. So just leave that for the God conversation. But, you know, like, I don't know where it's at. I probably don't look over it, looking at stuff and not looking at it, looking at it and not looking at it. this professor or this lecturer said. It was just like, yeah, like for real. They're so terrified of ceasing to exist. But it was like you should have allowed yourself to you should allow yourself the stages of the crystalline evolution instead of trying to control, confine, box in, limit, hypothesize, frame in, control. You could have allowed yourself the beauty of ascension, but no, you had to fucking keep it in its place. You wanted to keep it in its place and study the very thing that keeps you alive, you fucking idiots. It's the very thing that keeps them alive. Like, whatever. The finite light structure, okay? The finite light structure is crashing. There's some idiots. These people don't even I don't give a damn if they have professor titles, degrees, nothing like that. These people didn't even, what kind of professional are you where you can't come up with statistical? Y'all been having AI. Did AI not tell you, did you not use AI in its earlier stages to help you with projections of possibilities of the different variables? What this could turn out if you did this, if then theory. Like, are y'all fucking, they got idiots running this shit. They got idiots running this shit. The president, every fucking body, they all idiots and they're criminals. And they are liars. I'm fucking tired of them. I'm fucking tired of them. Let that be known. Let it be known. So whoever you are, child, I done got all the way off left field. I done went all the way left field. Wink, pun intended. Left field. See, the thing is that it activated a Merkaba energy when we activate our light bodies, right? This is when we reclaim our energy. We merge back into ourselves. We have taken control of the light and dark and blended them together. And therefore, we activate our Merkaba, right? We use that Merkaba as a way to cut through because, trust me, they have made variable timelines 7 times over. 7 times over. That's where we're talking about a declination in human evolution and intelligence, information, because they have created so many varying timelines, so many from the original. We got the one where the clashing of the atoms, boom, that timeline. Then we got creation of Eve, that time that created an alternate timeline. Then Eve said they had kids and the kids went out to reproduce, but who the fuck was they reproducing with? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all knowledgeable of that fact. Who was they reproducing with? So with that being said, they went out and reproduced. That's an alternate timeline. They reproduce, boom, that's an alternate timeline. And then you got the shit where now these motherfuckers done discover magic and witchcraft. Oh my God, anyway, they done created, now they stealing energy and they creating alternate timelines all themselves here. So this is how the finite light structure system was created somewhat. It's so much more simpler than that, but intricate than that, or anyways. And long story short, with light body, which are Merkaba, okay? We're able, it don't matter how many timelines they created, how many alternate universes they done switch, doing a switcheroo and shit. And that's what the Infinite 8 is talking about. They've been doing a switcheroo. That's that Two of Pentacles energy. They've been doing a switcheroo. When this timeline is crashing and crumbling, they can't keep it together because you're ready to change. You're ready to evolve. When they can't keep it together, they try. It starts crashing, and then they just pull the switcheroo and flip you on up over here in this cycle. Child, blocked, access fucking denied. But you can use it don't matter how many timelines that these people have created, how many parallel universes or paradigms that they have stacked on top of each other, can't even figure out how the fuck they did it. They can't even figure out, what do we do? What do we do with First George? I want to pick and tend the rabbit. That's how these people really are. Really, 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 that's how they really are. But you can use your light body to literally cut through, time warp, time hop, time travel naturally back to the original timeline. You can cut right through them. You don't have to go up this one and up that one and up this one and up that one. You can cut right the fuck across all them bitches. Boom. And guess what? As you cut through them bitches, whatever the fields or bridges are that resides with your energy, they collapse. It collapses. Whatever bridge that these timelines are created off of with your energy, when you cut through those alternate timelines with your Merkaba, those bridges collapse. You're the down quark charm. That's how that goes. Whoever this is, you have the dream. You have the dream. You have the dream. I mean, there are many dreams, but you had the dream. Yep. It fucked you up, didn't it? Like, how you mean to tell me I came in as a recon squad, retrieving squad for my people? You mean to tell me that I chose this shit? Like, yeah. I know you ready. If you like anything like me, when you woke up from it, I know you ran down the hall just like I did. Like, I took off running. It was like, no, you said you was gone. You said you gotta, like, no, I'm not trying to go back there. I don't want to go back there. They fucked up there. There's no saving those people. Serious. Like, I took off running in the most high-tech sensory deprivation tank, hooked up to a machine, willfully coming back to this false paradigm here, this alternate timeline or universe. I'm not uni, I'm multi. What are you talking about? Like, what? I was like, no, I ain't trying to go back. Like, they fucked up there. Like, I don't want to go back. And it was like, my people was like, no, like, you already agreed. You signed a contract with the council. You already agreed to this. You had the dream. You had the dream. You've been fucked up ever since. I mean, I feel like you good. You really starting to come into yourself with the 4 wands and the King of Wands. You good. I feel like you a solid person. Like, you got this shit. You like shit. Whatever you want to call yourself, but you stepped into it. You realizing like, because how this person's standing with that wand is like, you can't tell them. You can't tell that man anything. Green or blue could be your favorite color. Your auric field could be green and blue, like a teal color. But with that being said, like you are coming into yourself, but you have the dream. I think I told people, let me know I guess people let me know energetically when you have the dream. So you had the dream about the tanks, didn't you? And then you wake up from there, and then you're in, bro, I know I seem like a fucking kook, but listen. When you have the dream, you wake up from a dream, from a dream, from a dream, from a dream, from a dream. I'm talking about 7 times over until you finally wake up in your original state where you are in homeostasis, okay? I know some people don't want to think about that. That's cool because quite a bit of people, I'm not going to say a lot, quite a bit of people, like you're content with Earth, right? And that's cool because that's your field. Some of us fucking demolition and recon squad. I'm just letting y'all know. Whoever you are, you demolition recon squad. But you have the powers and abilities of any other thing. Earth, angel, divine being, star seed, indigo, child, star fire, seed, the cosmos, the infinite space-time. You know what I mean? Like you, the bridge, whoever you are, you realizing that shit. You just like, I think you coming into yourself and you start to realize like, Because it's just the stance, it's the stature, it's the energy that's coming off of this. The fact that you're coming out with the King of Wands and the Four of Wands is just like, I don't know if they want me to pull, but I figure like with the Four of Cups and the High Priestess right here, I feel like, man, this should be crazy. It was crazy as fuck, wasn't it? With the Four of Cups and the High Priestess energy, you know, it's like, but you know, you like, is it, at first, I don't know how to explain it to people that ain't, at first, when you wake back up here and you realize, yeah, you chose it, you know, you chose to woke up from with the dream, you know, you woke, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'll go back. I made a pact, I made a promise that I was gonna go and help people who are deep, help them, and like you come, you know, they patch you back in. They patch you back in, bro, and then you wake up in your bed or wherever you are, and you like, what the fuck kind of dream? But you know for a fact, when you wake back up here, you know for a fact that what you fucking just experienced and patching back in, you know that shit real. You know that shit is where you really are, who you really are. And you know this shit ain't nothing but a fucking alternate universe. Literally, it's a false reality. I kid you not. And so when you patch back in, you will never forget that you patched in. You will never forget that. You will never, ever, ever forget that. Ever. And you come back here, and the first time, you're going to be like, did I just dream that? Like, was it a dream? Because that shit was too real. Like, no, it was real. That was real, and this is the dream. This is the truth. Okay? So, but I feel like that you were that at first with the Four of Cups and the High Priestess, but then Four of Cups with the Hermit, you was like, no, I don't want to look deep into it. No, I don't want to, you know, you could have been scared of it because it's a scary thing to people that ain't, when you, the first time, shit. The first time is like, you're like, nah, I'm going crazy. Bro, like you will never mistake this. For the people that have had that experience, you know that you just can't mistake it. It's that, you know, it's not a fucking dream. You know it's not a dream. You know it's not some shit made up in your head. You know you're not going crazy. You know it's not. And for whoever you are, King of Wands energy, Hermit energy, High Priestess energy, okay? You got a lot of high aspects in your chart. A lot of high powerful aspects with the Hermit, the King of Wands, and the High Priestess. You like, you have a lot of spiritual, this could be ranking, but that's not what I want to say. It's not gifts. That's not what I'm saying. It could be gifts, but you have a lot of, I don't know. You may be a morpher. You may be a morpher, okay? Everybody, whatever. But you may be a morpher, M-O-R-P-H-E-R, morpher, okay? But it was like you didn't want to look into it. You didn't want to ask questions. I feel like at first you were scared to, shit, because you didn't want to see it. Two of Swords here. You didn't want to see it, but you looked into it. You looked into it. What's next after this? Nine of Cups. Okay, this is the good side of it. Nine of Cups. You got what you was looking for. You got wish fulfillment. Whatever questions you had, you went in. You went down the rabbit hole. That's what they're talking about. That's what that means. It's talking about the different, all the alternate or parallel timelines that were created for these fucking idiots, bro. Now they got the data centers. Now, bro, like people are fucking reporting their lakes and rivers bone dry already. Already. And you ain't gonna sell me. You're not gonna sell me Mamawan or Oshun. You're not gonna sell me my water. That's our shit. You're not gonna sell us our water. I'm really in this energy, y'all. Like, what the fuck we finna do about it? I wish a motherfucker would try to steal our water, evaporate our water, suck up our water, and then sell it back to us at an exponentially inflated rate or price. Nah, nah, bro. Nah. I'm not going. I'm not fucking going, bro. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Whatever. Yep. I'm telling you right now, after the Four of Cups with the High Priestess, we got the Page of Swords again. We got the Page of Swords again. You seen it. You also seen something about a Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, the past. I'm telling you. And a King of Pentacles, this could be a father, a brother, or an uncle. You seen something about a Queen of Cups and a King of Pentacles in your past, a repressed memory with the Five of Wands. Yep, 10 of Wands. Now these people burden as fuck because what? Queen of Swords, is something here about a Queen of Swords, Three of Cups, somebody being your handler to keep you with the memory repressed. Yep. A Six of Cups energy. So they definitely, there's Four of Pentacles, definitely trying to hold you in place and keep memories repressed. And you found this out about a Queen of Cups and a King of Pentacles, okay? And there is a Queen of Pentacles right here at the bottom of this deck. King of Wands, you got the Four of Wands, and you got the Four of Swords. I'm telling you, you dreamt. You travel realms. And 44 again, like, bro, like these fours is like, yep, 10 of Wands. Like, listen, you was like 10 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. You was like, nah, I done experienced enough. I done had enough of this shit. And they're like, nah, you can't. Like, you already. I mean, you can, but you know you would forfeit because you coming to realize that you have your cosmic star people, ancestors and descendants and communities, you have all of them depending on you doing what it is that you came here to do. It's a real hard feat when you had a dream. I'm telling you, like I chose all this shit, the pain, the everything at will. It's only a simulation, bro. I mean, and that's not to kill anybody's joy or to say what you went through wasn't painful. You'll wake up and you realize this shit was a simulation and you're like, what? You're like, what? And you like 10 of Wands, like, no, like I was cool. Look, 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 10 of Wands. I was cool with coming back here. I think you had that dream and you prayed so hard. Like, God, if I'm going crazy, just let me know. Like, please, God, what was that? What was that? Was it real? Was it fake? It's no denying it. You asked all that question all you want, but when you came back or was patched back in here, wherever you woke up at, bed, home, wherever, you know for a fact that was not a dream. You know for a fact that was not a dream. You actually where? So we got the Hermit with the Four of Cups, and we got the Queen of Wands. There go your mate. 9 of Cups. Have to be love. This is talking about your partner, your tethered partner, because if we came into an alternate universe with partners in pairs, now we can get somewhere. Now we came into this simulation in pairs. We are tethered to ethereally, energetically to one another. Where it is we end up, because the simulation, when you get patched back in, it can put your ass anywhere. It can put you over here, your partner all the way over there. But there's a tether where y'all feed each other through this tether. And then you have your NPCs and all these witches, weirdos, and warlocks and shit that are aware of that tether. And they patch into that shit and they like to suck off of it. That's why they put handlers on you. You realizing the Queen of Swords is the handler that was patching into the tether between your counterpart. But this is counterpart in if you come here as a recon squad, bro. I'm talking about straight black ops. Deeper, darker than that. If you come here like that, you got a group of y'all, but then you also got pairs of y'all. This is your partner in the field, right? You military. Whoever you are military, okay? So you know these things. I don't really have to explain this to you, but you know that there's a tether and it exists, and you know you came here with that partner. Y'all have a tether to each other, right? And you realizing things about a Queen of Cups, a Queen of Swords, and a King of Pentacles from your past. The King of Pentacles could be an uncle, a great uncle, a great grandfather, a grandfather, a brother. It could be a dad. I don't pick up dad energy. But then you got your Four of Cups and your Queen of Wands with the Hermit. You did some digging. And you found the tether. You can even see it. You may be a tether seer. Again, I keep getting this morphing energy with you. Like you can do a lot of things. You can do a lot of things. You're getting the code up. You're getting the codes. And they just, when you get the codes and the downloads, they just be like, you know, just like when they patch Neo in and he learned jujitsu and kung fu and stuff like that fast and whatever, quantum mechanics, mathematics here. You could be a scientific, technically, mathematically correct type of person here. Politics significant to you with you being a King of Wands. Science also, real sciencey person, but those are codes that were patched into you, okay? Now that you're waking up in the real state, when you can choose to come back in, it's like, you know, I need to upgrade. I need some more weapons, some more knowledge, some more tools, you know what I mean? They just patch them in, boom, 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 like that, and then, you know, and they just patch them in. They just patch them in. And it's like people don't believe you. You like, this shit is really the Matrix. This is the movie. This is really the fucking Matrix. Like, bro, it fuck people up. I think some people, a lot of people chose not to come back. You know? You know, why would they? Why would people, if you wake up from the dream, this simulation, I'm telling you, a lot of people, there have been, that's why the Galactic Council and the Cosmic Council, the Divine and Supreme Council members have all been, because there has to be a unanimous vote. A lot of helper energies, oh, they done withdrew. They said, they ain't fucking coming back here helping no damn body. Like, people too fucked up down here. Even when they know the truth, even when they know who you are, where you came from, and they know the truth, they still choose the simulation. Those energies, they said, once they came, see, they have more recollection of their power where they can patch in, patch out at will. A lot of those energies done exited stage left. I'm telling y'all. And they said, I don't give a fuck about volunteering. I'm not going back and help none of them motherfuckers. And it's like, well, what should we do? You like, people don't collect them. A lot of y'all, I want you to hear me. A lot of y'all, you the last, you know, not the last of your kind technically, but you the last. For if you were the chosen for your family, your community, your bloodline, you the last. If you choose to patch out, and we're not talking about self-harm or self-deleting. We do not condone that. Go get help. Call the suicide line, talk to someone, talk it out. Please go get help. What I'm talking about, and people, you would know, if you decide that you exiting stage left, that family, community, bloodline, whoever you were assigned to, they are fucked. They are fucked. You think that they're gonna assign them another one? And that's what these people really think. And then they're like, okay, well, I messed it up with collective, so I could just siphon their energy. Like, they're going ahead and siphon all this energy, because all of the council sitting up there looking through the fucking firmament, looking through the glass at every last one of us. And they seeing everything you do. And they like, man, you see this motherfucker right here? We sent them a divine being, a chosen one, a star seed, and they siphoning their energy. You see this shit? You think that they observe you doing that, and even when you think that you're not being seen at that rate, I'm gonna tell you right now, your memory still exists. All they gotta do is plop that shit out of you, put it, stick it in a little whatever it is that they have. It's a hologram. They highly technologically advanced, um, intuitively advanced. They pop that shit. Your memory is a crystal. So they put that crystal, aka memory chip, in whatever it is that's played in front of the council, and they see everything you fucking did. So even when you think you done hid or coach yourself under your divine being, protective shield, like your silly ass still got the memory. these people fucking crazy. They stupid as shit. They stupid as shit. I don't give a fuck if nobody call me crazy. People stupid as shit. Like, how you think you... It's like the guy sitting up here. If I had an ant farm and I put my ant farm down here at the bottom of this glass, I'm just sitting there just watching all the ants and stuff. Like, you act like I ain't see you hit little Ray Ray. You gonna act like I ain't see you hit little Pookie. You gonna act like I ain't see you try to bite the head off of that other ant. Like, I'm right here, bro. I can see you, everything. And motherfucker ant ass people down here just squirming like, I ain't do that. That wasn't me. And then wonder why when the divine, when the Most High, when Source, when the council take that divine being out of your life, out of your energy, everything around you crumbles. Down quark charm. Down quark charm. They were the very thing that was sent to you to be the bridge, and they're the very thing that when they exit, it falls apart. But not only that, because I want to make this very clear to people, while that person is connected, being the bridge to whatever family dynamic, community, whatever it is, jobs, wherever it is, right? They are giving you you are supposed to retain energy or information from them to become the down quark charm yourself, to learn how to exit, to learn how to patch out, to learn how to beam back in, Scotty beam me out type of shit. You like, they're giving you the information. All you got to do is follow by example, and not necessarily follow, but customize it. And y'all see that as a way of making money? Yeah, you got it. I hope you can build a stack of motherfucking coins and fucking dollar bills all the way up to the fucking heavens, which is not up there. But, I hope you can stack them up high enough. But it's like, where the fuck you gonna spend it? You gonna spend it in a desolate land? I'm trying to figure out where you gonna spend it. It's like, no, these people, the higher ups, they told me that me and my family was gonna be safe. Okay. And then you get to the point where these people start, I'm telling you, they be like, sometimes I really do wish, I'm not gonna say that, sometimes I dislike very much seeing people's demise. And I'm talking about in the worst way. I really dislike it a lot. But I get shown it, and the Shona frequency. I get shown it. Bro, I am so fucking dingy. It's ridiculous. I love me though. Like, what are you gonna do with me or without me? It doesn't fucking matter. You ain't gonna do shit. Nah. Anyways, but when I'm shown it, it be like, damn. And the vibe be like, don't worry, we're not gonna give them another one. Like, you mean they either they gonna do it themselves or they just gonna, they gonna kick the fucking bucket, And it's basically that. It's basically that. That's why people be like, how can you heal from this stuff? How can you not give a fuck? Because everybody that betrayed me gonna kick the bucket. Oh, they gonna kick the bucket in the worst way. Now everybody around me dying. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe if you had a little illness, sickness, or something like that, could have helped you with some holistic care if you would have just supported, patronized me. My business ideas, like these more than ideas, like I got that motherfucking secret sauce, and I am tooting my own horn on that. Motherfuckers trying to fuck with my money and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So, my family's dying. God, please help. And God be like, hey, old boy, old girl, the one that tried to unalive you, the one that they stole money from you. They did all these things to you. They violated you in the most vile ways. They crying and stuff. They crying to me, asking me for help. Like, God looking at me like, what I'm telling him? And I'm looking at God like, shoot, I don't know. What the fuck you gonna tell him? Shit. He like, shit, I ain't gonna do it again. I ain't saying friends leaving them, people, dying mysteriously. losing businesses, properties, you know what I mean? Contract connection. Motherfuckers' bank account been frozen, cleared out. They under investigation. They finna go to prison. People going to prison they work with, they snitching on them. Because trust me, a lot of these motherfuckers got so many snitches and moles in their camp. It's so hilarious. The way I be seeing these people sing like birds, I just be sitting sometimes and I get the fucking image and I be like, damn, they don't even know, huh? Like you don't even know. So I'm serious, and like it's like you're not supposed to take joy in that. Oh shit, I am. It'd be like because you try to go to people and you give them grace because you have this level of knowing. This ain't no faith, no belief. It's knowing, and can't nobody change my knowing. And when you know these things, you just be trying to give people grace and let them be great. Shit, let me see how you be great. Cool, I can take a little load off. Like, damn, I kick my feet up, try to lay out in the sun a little bit and let you do you and be great and shit. You supposed to be looking out for your girl, and y'all all in the meanwhile, you in the background working with a two-faced snitch ass, snake ass, dirty ass, prostitute ass, trifling foul, rancid smelling ass hoe and nigga to unalive me. You got it, bro. You got it. You got it. I already look. I don't have to tell you the punishment for your crime. I don't have to tell you that. I already know. Even if these people, collective, you, King of Wands, anybody that's in energy, high priestess energy, even when it seemed like these people were successful, where they actually obtained some, they ain't gonna have nowhere to go, nothing to do with it. They're not gonna have shit to buy. Whatever they bought with it is gone. And these people not gonna have a future. They won't be a part of the ones of you in the collective that will fix this shit when it's all rubble. When it's all smoke, flames, rubble, and dust. You choose to stay and fix it, that's cool. You'll be the new leaders, the new celebrities, the lecturers, the new mentors. You hear me? The new life coach, the new healers. You'll be that. Okay.
It's said, you said, and tell her to let me know that she don't want to talk to Chan.
Oh, okay. It's probably right now. Because I'm pretty sure they're not up down there yet, or just now getting up and moving around, child. Because I know, yeah. Yeah, but I ain't ready to go. Shit. What you say? Hell, I ain't ready to go. I'm not about to go do that and then have to, nah. I'm going whenever the hell I feel like it. So, with that being said, like, bro, they not gonna have nothing, like, literally, at the rate that things are going, these criminals and crooks that are in these positions they have no business in. Nobody's doing anything about them. All that hooping and hollering at the podium and standing in front of the Senate and in front of the board and shit, that shit ain't doing nothing. They do not give a fuck. We can do all that, picket, like there's no use to rioting, no nothing. There's no use in doing that. There's no use. They do not care. Epstein files, and they said fuck you because what the fuck you gonna do about it? They said yeah, they doing it, and we've been knowing about them. We've been having high powered technology. They've been around, and we've been lying to y'all. And what the fuck you gonna do about it? Because this is how they fucking really feel. So with that being said, with people having the information and the knowledge, what the fuck you gonna do about it? What people gonna do about it? Because all that hooping and I promise, I love Jasmine Crockett like to life. Power. It don't make a difference what she argue, what Roland Martin, it don't make no difference what none of them argue. Just stop. Just stop the arguing. They don't care. So what's the next plan of action? Because we've been here. I'm bored. We've been here. You've been arguing for 400 plus motherfucking years. Goddammit. We've been here. For 400 years, we've been arguing the same thing. Equal rights, reparations, equal voting rights, humanitarianism, recognizing us as human citizens, racism, fascism. arguing the same things, and it's just like, what's next? You don't call me. You know what? I'm gonna be over here. Just call me when y'all ready to do something else, cause that's not working. It's not working. You got the information, what people gonna die, and I'm not suggesting anything, but because at the rate that we're going, they cutting our fucking trees down. That got me pissed off, bro. Even if this is a simulation, don't be fucking with the animals and the trees. You know what I mean? Like, and leave the water alone. The water around this earth is our connection to source. It's like a lubricant. It's like ectoplasm. It's a lubricant when we want to leave vessel and we want to travel or traverse into another realm. That'd be necessary too. Leave the water alone. No, y'all gonna evaporate all the water from them data centers that we all, literally every neighborhood that they put in these places up at these data centers, they are all going to the town hall meetings and fighting, we don't want it. And they say, we don't give a fuck what y'all want. Not only are we gonna fucking install it, we probably gonna ramp up or speed up production of the shit and the building of the infrastructure. But we gonna raise y'all fucking light bills after we told y'all the electricity bills were gonna go down. And not only that, we won't give you relief on those electricity bills, and we're still gonna make you work twice as hard, take twice as many taxes out of your shit to pay for the shit you said you did that y'all didn't want. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck we finna do, because I feel like Deboing a nigga up out of this bitch. Because my ancestors, the ones that I have, a lot of them, the ones that are indigenous, they weren't playing that shit. That's why they was scalping motherfuckers and putting motherfuckers' head on a goddamn stick. You know how hard that they fucking fought just to keep the invasion from happening, to keep this very thing right here from occurring. And you know what's the sad part about it is? It's like, after so many years of fighting, they finally surrendered. The indigenous people finally surrendered. They didn't fucking surrender. It was people in their own camp that wanted to be a fucking chief and not an Indian. So they decided that they might as well betray their own. Well, congratulations. I hope that will work for you. That's really how. Because where you at today? That money that they... do your grandkids got it? No? Oh, okay. If they did get it, was it seized? Did they come up with some quick scheme on how to snatch that promise for you? The promise of 40 acres and a mule? The promise of the Freeman Banks? The Titanic sinking? All them gold coins that everybody chose to take to betray their own people, infiltrate the camps, or be the inside and give the enemy the information on how to infiltrate or take the people down. And I'm talking about a wide range of people, not just a melanated or a black person. This happened globally. Okay? They promised them something, they gave them something, but they came right back around the block and was like, hey, but actually we did say we was gonna give you that. But see, what had happened was like, damn, now your descendants, all these motherfuckers descendants that betrayed their own kind. Now their descendants broke, busted, out here wicked as fuck, entity attachments, possessed and shit, paranormal phenomenon, doing anything for a fucking dollar. Don't look like them ancestors didn't deliver, but my ancestors that I have, we action based around this whole. That's why I don't be worried like, hey, you can do witchcraft on me if you want. I'm not really the one, because my ancestors know. They really, 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 really know that I'll be like, oh, just give them a break. Shit, once they start going, it's a go. They're on go mode, okay? Yep, page of wands. My ancestors be on straight go mode. It's not nothing that I'm ever going to be able to tell them. And not only that, as soon as people betray me, I kid y'all not, I done seen people how they're gonna transition. I done seen people them being in rehab, like fucked up. Like I done seen a lot. I done seen people die in car accidents. I done seen people get sick. Like I done seen what age people won't live past. I done seen happening to their families, their jobs, their kids, their vehicles, their relationship. Like I done seen the worst. Oh, they showed me the worst of that. The worst of it. That's why people can't come back. Because once I get shown it, that be my final confirmation that it's said and done. They made their bed. They chose to go against you. They chose opposite of you. And I'm not talking about relationships. I'm talking about period. They chose. So when we show you this, just know that's the final mark and confirmation of the door of the portal of the cycle being closed. They can never come back. And so again, acceptance is healing. When I accept that people that I loved, I mean like truly love, they did that. And then when I get shown, it's not even the stuff that I know or that I've seen them do or that I've heard. When I get shown for a fact what they've done, I be like, and then I get the dream. Not this dream, not the dream, but I get the dream of what will come of them. It'd be sad, bro. It'd be sad. That's for you. It'd be hella sad. Kayla. I don't appreciate how you done stretched out my slides, bro.
These are mine.
Them new? Oh, I'm finna take them.
You can't even feel it.
Bro, you owe me some. And we got 4 ones again. Whoever you are, you stable. You some type of pillar of community. And this could also be your person. Because you coming out with the 4 wands and the 4 swords, this could also be your person with the 4. Okay? I'm going to put that there. Yep, 6 of swords. Like you cool, like whoever you are, you made acceptance, you made peace. You made peace with the past. You made peace with yourself, who you are, where you come from. You've made peace with the lies, like people don't even know. But you know, that simply means acceptance. You don't accept it. It is what it is. Very liberating. Very liberating. You definitely did. Yep. 8 of wands. Wait a minute. That's an 8. 8 of wands and a 10 of cups. And it's like, hey, fast action to be connected to your soul tribe, your family. Fast action. Like you just in time. I know I got that message yesterday. You just in time. Right where you needed to be, just in time. For you to align yourself with people who, you know, they made it. You know what I mean? They made it. To the finish line, through the finish line, past the finish line. They made it. And you can align yourself with, you done found peace with, you know, maybe your family is not going to be as close as you used to be, or your community is not going to be what it is that you thought it was, but it's exactly whoever you aligned yourself with, and whether it be your part, and I'm talking about your partner, right? Or whether it be just people like you, you cool with that. You really cool with that. 6 of swords right here, Queen of swords. You done moved on from a Queen of swords too. This person could have been a high priestess as well. That'd be the sad part. It'd be them wands. And you know, like, it really irritates my soul when people say stupid shit like, yep, and look, she right back again, Queen of swords. This bitch don't want to get out your energy. She Queen of swords, 6 of swords, you done left that, moved on and stuff. 4 wands, made some type of statement for yourself, you know what I mean? And boom, here she go right again, Queen of swords, with the Page of Cups. With the Page of Cups. This one don't want to get out of your energy, but it is what it is. You gone, you out of there. 6 of swords here is here too many times. It's here with the Queen of swords, and it's here. But you going towards the 4 wands, 8 of wands, 10 of cups, King of wands. And now you may be looking into a Queen of wands as well. 4 of cups. You looking into why this person was denied or rejected, their wish fulfillment. You may see this person as being like you. And I don't feel relationship. I feel like that you recognize this person as being within themselves like you. And again, this could be the tether, like that partner tether, right? There was something else I was finna say. You wondering why this person right here was rejected? Why they always face rejection, or why they always, because if this is your tethered partner that you came here with, if you have been a leader or a person of power or a person recognized in your community, you're wondering if that person, why is this, you know for a fact that this person is very much so like a tethered partner, something like that. You recognize in this person everything that you are, right? And you're wondering why they face the rejection of everything when you didn't. Well, one of y'all had to be, and it's just the way it is. It's the way it is. I don't know if they set up this matrix frame, this false matrix frame to do it like that. I feel like it's a setup. I feel like that they do this to a lot of your counterparts and stuff because they want you to look at your counterpart completely opposite of you. Somebody that's undesirable, somebody that's not like you, that doesn't fit in, whether it be the masculine or the feminine. They want you to look at your counterpart as somebody who's too different than you. And obviously that just can't be your person if you consider the fact of divine counterparts and partners and stuff like that, soul partners and twins or soul tie, that type of energy. If you consider that, like it wouldn't be that person. There's no way it could be that person. I feel like that's a false code that they set up in this system when you patch back in. What this Queen of Swords talking about? I think this Queen of Swords is the hot. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, like, when people say dumbass shit, like, listen, the Most High, 4 swords. Again, with the Queen of Swords, 4 swords with the High Priestess clarifying the Queen of Swords. Like, you done laid that all the way to rest and you done made peace with it. Like, the cards are repeating itself. 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands here. 4 of Cups. And the only difference is here is the Hermit, the High Priestess. Because you got King and Queen of Wands. Like, you literally done made peace with the past. Swords here again, right here. And then we had the Page of Swords come out twice. So let that be known. But when people say stuff like, the Most High, they sent me to infiltrate the darkness and I got swept up in there, you don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. The Most High, the ultimate creator of all things, created you and put you. This is that same shit like the Garden of Eden. That lie. The Most High God Source, knowing everything about you, the ins and outs of you, equipped you with all these things, put you in a position to infiltrate the dark side, knowing that you were too weak-willed or weak-minded to break free of its grips and clutches, knowing you would succumb to the darkness and stay over there. The Most High God Source sent you there to. Oh man, I heard somebody say that shit, and I was like, bro, I looked at that person like, I ain't even say nothing, but in my head I was like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard of. That person was supposed to be working as a double agent. They were supposed to infiltrate the dark side, and then they got up over there and they end up staying over there and they end up trading sides. Like, oh, God put them in there knowing that was what they was gonna do. Finesse 2 times half faith. You know what I mean? Like, don't kid yourself. Collective, don't let nobody fool you and come to you, because I feel like that some of you, if you haven't experienced that explanation, you're about to encounter someone or some people that are going to be like, they need your help. They were in a part of the collective. They were in the light, and they had a double mission to go infiltrate the dark, and they ended up getting brainwashed and stuck over there. Nah. That's a lie. It's a lie. God wouldn't set nobody up like that, just like God wouldn't put a fucking forbidden tree in a garden. Like, what you put it there for? Make it make sense, bro. So don't believe that crapola. Okay? It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. Nobody, God is not like, if I want to infiltrate the dark side, never mind. I already been in the dark side. You know what I mean? And I want to make this very clear. God put me through the most dark. No comparison, no competition. God put me through the most dark, wicked side. And I still chose light. You see how God don't set you up? God does not set us up. God wouldn't put a tree in front of me and said, don't eat this. And I don't even have a knowing of what a tree is, a fruit is, what a this is, what a that is. I just know that that's a tree I eat off of, that's a tree I eat off of, and this is another tree. Like what? Like God would not do that to us. God would not do that to us. Don't be fooled. Again, I went through the dark. Probably a little insane. A lot insane from it. Nonetheless, I still chose light. Let that shit sink in. So when people try to come to you collective and be like, I just got, I thought I was doing it and I thought I was going to, take down people, to shut up. Shut up. I got over there and I succumbed to it. That means your dark, you weren't stronger than your dark. Your light is not stronger than your dark. So why would God put you over there? Huh? Like stop the cap. Bro, we lying. We got the Ace of Pentacles here. And energy. Damn. With the Six of Wands. I have to reach all over here and stuff like this and be like, can you pick me up? Shit. With the Six of Wands. With the Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Yo, you got a lot. You got a lot. You feel like you got a lot of work, but you feel like it's nothing. It's easy breezy. Ace of Pentacles with the Temperance energy. Didn't I just say? A balanced person, God only gonna send the person with the gift that has balanced themselves out into the darkness, into the worst of the darkness. It's like into the forest, into the woods, Hansel and Gretel type of shit. God only gonna send Hansel and Gretel into the deepest, darkest, most mysterious woods, most uncharted territory, if he know that they have the light stones or the breadcrumbs to put behind them and have sense enough to follow them back out into the light. Come on now. Like Ace of Pentacles with the Temperance energy and the Six of Wands. And that's just the bottom line. God don't send you into the court. God only gonna send his soldiers in, its soldiers in that he knows has the gift of balance. Because some of you are demigods. Some of you are light and dark beings. You are a mixture hybrid of that. People be like, that can't exist. Like, isn't God itself infinite? So the possibilities are infinite. Like a person can't be light and dark. Well, how do you explain me? Fuck you talking about? And I think that was the thing, is that people want to say like, oh no, she do this, she do that, she's like this, she's like that. Baby, I'm light and dark, and still I chose the light. Because if I was really dark, baby, people be fucked up out here. I'm telling you, they'll be fucked up on my behalf. And I'm the type of dark where when I let dark divine feminine kick in, or I turn that switch on, I'm gonna do it in your face. That's the glory in it. You do it behind my back. I like to do it in your face. I like to do it in your face. A person that never have to question if it's me or not. Oh no, I'm gonna let you know that I'm doing it, while I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it, and then I'm gonna continue to do it. And then you do what you want to do with that. And it's not one of those fucking bold ass like, oh, you think you untouchable? No, I'm very touchable. So much so to where people have touched me my whole life. I had no control over people touching me my whole entire life. Oh, I think I'm very touchable. All people have ever done is touch me. Let that shit sink in. So yeah, I don't think I'm untouchable. I think I'm very touchable. But that means that you are also fucking touchable too. Because if you get in my field and you bold enough to get close to me to touch me, you bold enough to get close enough to be touched, ho. And that's where we're at. That's where I'm at with people on that. Because people think that they can just keep violating me, bro. Okay. In my motherfucking, in my energetic field, bro. I set off a, I swear I be radiating the shit out of people. They be so fucking sick, like my energy. Like, oh, you doing spell work, cute. Like that fucking Aquarius energy that threw that fucking spell work at my crown chakra the other day. Spirit say that's over. Sorry, she kind of naked. Spirit say that's over with the world card. That person shit over. That's gonna be somebody prison bitch. You know? King of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Damn. Somebody walking away empty-handed. Or they got the money, but they walking away somber as hell. Head all down like, you got the money? You got the money? What's wrong? Somebody got the money, 3 of Cups. They celebrated it and everything. King of Wands, this could be to you, whoever this King of Pentacles is. This could be a person from your past, is whatever it is. Something like somebody walking away real, like, sit around with my head hanging down. And no wonder. That's the fucking energy this person in. But you King of Pentacles, you got the money. What's the issue? A Queen of Cups. Look, King of Wands, whoever you are, I just gave you several confirmations. Queen of Cups and King of Pentacles came out in this deck, yay or nay? Yeah. A Queen of Swords and a Queen of Swords came out in this deck, yay or nay? Yeah. A Queen of Swords came out in this deck. Did she not? Yes. 6 of Swords came out here. But remember, Queen of Cups and King of Pentacles, them were your first clarifying cards. And they right back out here. I seen the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups. Now here go the Queen of Cups here. Coming out with the World. And the Hermit here. Shit. Somebody about to expire. Somebody may be about to transition. Maybe you had to make peace with somebody transition. You're being diagnosed with something. Yep, 4 of Pentacles because they're greed. I'm talking about 4 of Pentacles in the worst way. A Queen of Cups. Somebody's greed. Somebody has a lack mentality, but their greed, because of that lack mentality, has caused them illness in the body, and now it's coming out. It's seeping out. I hear something about seeping out of pores. 2 of Swords, 9 of Cups in the Tower. You can't stand to see it. I get that. 3 of Swords. I'm telling you. King of Cups. You can't stand to see it. It breaks your heart. But you know what this person did. You know what this person did. And it's like like they can't deny it. Like even if they say it's a sickness or illness for something that's hereditary, whatever it is that they were diagnosed with, you know that it is because something that they did concerning, I mean greed in the worst way. And you didn't want to, it's like you ignored a very long time about this person with the 2 of Swords, with the 4 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords. You held back and you ignored this about this Queen of Cups. But upon looking deeper into her, you realize that the world, she's facing an ending, an ultimate ending. It's definitely could be transitioning from the spiritual realm, from the physical realm to the, you know, however, you know, she made judgment. That's what I see. The World, the Hermit, judgment. She going through the gates. A lot of people that are transitioning right now, collective, they going through the halls of Amenti. They're going through those gates. I don't know what sorbid is, but I feel throw uppy. I feel like nauseated. This person could be, they could be going through radiation therapy or something. Somebody also could have a issue with their liver. They could be on dialysis or something like that. That's also what I'm picking up on. But I know you don't get radiation for when you're on dialysis. At least I think. I don't know how that works. Excuse me for people that are on it. It's, you know, like that's a fucked up way to go. Like a lot. But somebody got something going on here with their liver, something with drinking, and that could be the liver, it could be the kidney. Somebody is on dialysis. Okay. Yep, they on dialysis. I just got like real nauseated. Ugh. Like real nauseated. Let me go and Hi. Hi. Girl, I know you hear me because I know you in there on my phone. Watch out. Be careful so you don't knock that over. You what happened to your head wrap? It came off? Oh. You got my phone? Mm. Oh no. You can't have it. Oh yeah. You wanna Kaya? I'm not making no real cheese this morning, so you better know. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. You gonna eat something else this morning? 'Cause I ain't. And don't be in the kitchen eating those donuts. 'Cause I know you. No sweets until you eat. And for nosy people, I gave her fruit. So mind your business. I just told her I'm not gonna cook no damn grilled cheese this morning. I cook grilled cheese morning, noon, and night. Well, she gonna need a grilled cheese chef. Cause that's all that girl eat. But no, I gave her fruit. I mean, what are we doing? So we got a five of wands in the page of swords. Somebody is always watching. Page of swords there, page of swords for a second time, page of swords right here, and then the fool right after it. Nope, that's the two of pentacles. And the king of swords. Oh, this dusty bastard. This dastardly Dan. Whoever this fucking king of swords is. This could be the queen of cups, brother. This king of swords to you, king of wands. This your uncle or something, this king of swords. Somebody's name is Fallon, two of pentacles, with the king of cups, and it's hella interesting. Whoever this king of swords is, this one of them. This one of those one. This whoever this king of swords is. And if you're a king of swords, sign Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If I call out your name, not your name, but your sign doesn't mean talking about you. Don't take offense. Whoever this king of swords is, this king of swords is the type of person where they wanted hell on earth. This type of person wanted hell on earth because they want to be the ruler of the people that are enslaved by the hell on earth. This king of swords. This is the same person, King of Wands, that was working with another two, at least two energy, a King of Cups energy. This is the same of Swords. And I'm just trying to figure out, this person must have a lot of, must have the gift of gab real good, or they must be very, very, very they have the ability of high suggestibility. Like everybody is not able to, but this is a type of person that'll sell water. Like they'll sell a cup of water to water. This is this type of person, that King of Swords energy. And I'm just trying to figure out, why do people let that doo-doo breath mouth man sit up there and influence them so much? This was the type of person where he, after any and everyone that had a divine contract, he became their friend, their co-worker, their business partner. He's their family member, all of that. And he purposefully led people wrong to try and steal their divine contract, because he wants to be the most powerful and rule over people that are enslaved. That was his end game. He do not give a damn about who he steps on. I'm just trying to figure out who talking to the